Bright lights sitting on a set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running behind that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt, looking for daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. And the visitors have nothing doing as they are greeted rudely on the opening play of the game.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And you see this formula work at all levels. When you pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. That's caught. It's Edwards. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Sometimes a play like that, incorporating the back in the passing game, almost seems like cheating. It's so easy.
Yep, because you can run it against man or you can run it against zone. If you're patient, obviously, with zone coverage, he can come open. But man-to-man, I like my chances of a running back versus a linebacker. So nice job by the quarterback, nice job by the running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And that is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give is to Williams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Quarterback moving. Fires downfield. Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Stanford quickly to the line. Brown will throw it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This conversion and go to work with a first and goal. The play action fake. And the pressure was too much. They get it at the 15.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Hines is tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Scanning the field, it's Royer. Going for the big play. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Running back searching for a hole.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Give to the running back. Nice move there. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Going with the ground game left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Gain of 16. And a 1st down for the offense.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0.
That's the end of the 1st quarter.
They flipped into the field and we're ready to play.
3, UNLV 0.
First play of the period, 1st down here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he wants it all. Finds a spot in the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to adjust the pattern. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Steps out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Brings up 4th and goal.
Sometimes turning your nose up at easy points can come back to bite you, but can they make it pay off by converting on 4th down? Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Quickly complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Snagged in the middle. It's Williams.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quarterback making checks.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Royer. Quick completion on the out route. Turns on the Jets. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see see what they're made of today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Across the 45. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Back to pass, it's Hampton. Makes the catch, it's Davis. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. A strike downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
Number 83.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got the quick pass. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Looking downfield, it's Royer. Quick completion on the out. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give is to Williams. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Some guys just have the pure talent to make the catch no matter how many defenders are around.
Yeah, Reese, he's a bit of a rule breaker because even when he's covered, he's open. The quarterback knows that. He's going to find a way to come back to the football and help his QB out.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They're looking to pass from the red zone. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Stanford.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Brown wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Davis. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Stanford 10, UNLV 7.
And the Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get the...
Turning it on! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to break down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Oh, what a cut! And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give is to Williams. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
To the air, it's Royer. Got his man down the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I think this this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
Going for it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. All down inside the 5, out the 4 after the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way.
There he goes. Inside the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Caught in the backfield, it's Blackburn. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Brown will throw it. Using the quick game. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down.
Tackle is made.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's caught. It's Davis. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off and does a nice job being patient, taking his time, getting the drag route, getting the first down.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. It's Hampton. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. And still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
I'll tell you what, I love having a quarterback that trusts himself, that knows in a big situation in the fourth quarter, he can take off and still take care of the football, get a big first down, continue to put this offense in a good position to succeed.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a third and long is a different animal. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Hoping to pick up the first. Here comes Stanford on 4th down. Brown wants to pass. Touchdown, Stanford! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. Getting set for the point after. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. A quick pass to the left. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Reynolds. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then...
He's looking deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Royer. Here comes the heat. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. He'll take it himself. Makes a man miss. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Good enough for a first down.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Calls his own number. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They want to run this quarterback.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Stanford at the line on 1st down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Give to the big fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to